mouth is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
street. I run, I sprint, I don't do jump. Burger King, I don't do jump. I don't know why I said it, but it sound hard. Any niggas ain't catch me.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. On the counter, Elliott. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that'll set him back 5.
We cannot take no photos. This is why I don't fuck with hoes.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Prescott.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles Darpatin, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it to Gibson, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Gibson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It got his man. Complete.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. His throw incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Cowboys 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Cowboys 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Cowboys 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Cowboys 24.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. Shedding the tackle. And he's got some space here. 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
for Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Washington. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.